feeling? What's good? What's good? Happy Sunday to everyone on the call. Appreciate y'all for taking time out of your Sunday, to hop on this training. This is a makeup training for Friday night from my regular social media call that I do Friday nights. But I had to cut that. We're here for part 2 today. We're gonna get started in the next 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and drop the training in the link in all of your Telegram chats. Let's get some folks on the call. Whoever hops on, you're gonna get value. I promise you. You're gonna get mad value from the call today. Get your pens, get your papers. This is gonna take your social media game to the next level. So get excited, family. I'm trying to find something. This song I was looking for. Oh, here it is. Go ahead and drop in the chat where you're logging on from. Who's on the call? Who do we have on the call? Don't worry, y'all. I'm just looking for something. Nigeria's in the building. Georgia, Chicago, Brooklyn. Okay. Bahamas. That's what's up. Just dropping this in the chat and we'll get started, guys. And we started at 5. Okay, so we got less than 2 minutes. California, what's up, Monica? Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. We're starting in 60 seconds. I'm going to pick on you because I want to share some of your content. Okay? Because, you are the social media guru in this piece. Okay, guys, it's 12:05. Virginia's in the building. Okay, more people from Brooklyn. We got Chicago represented. Man, that's what I'm talking about. This is a diverse group. It's a small group, but very diverse. That's what I like. That's what I like. And guys, that's the power of, this industry. The power of our business is that we get to connect and network with people from all around the world, all different, aspects of life. And I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. So I appreciate y'all for taking time out of your Sunday afternoon to hop on. I know most of y'all probably like me. As soon as I get off the training, I'm about to look for food. Okay, I need some food. So I promise you, I'm not going to treat y'all like how, I'm going to tell y'all a funny story. When I was younger, right? And back home in the islands, church is long, okay? Like it's hours long. And I remember we would go to 11 o'clock service. And like 2 o'clock, we still in church. And my stomach is growling, right? I promise I won't have you all feeling like that on this training today. Like, Sophie, shut up, please. I need to eat. No, right? So we'll be here, less than an hour, guys, and we're out of here. Probably even 35, 40 minutes, but it's going to be value packed, all right? So everyone who's on the call today, this call today is geared towards prospecting, online, right? There's a couple key steps or skills in our industry that you need to master to build this business, right? We call it the 5 Ps, right? You've got a prospect, right? Which is the first skill you've got to learn is prospect. You've got peak and pass, peak interest, and pass them to some type of presentation. You've got present, right? Presentations. You got plug. That means you got to plug your people in and you've got to stay plugged in to the trainings. And then you've got to promote. You got to promote events because the events are the biggest multiplier in your business. So guys, keep thinking about that. You got to prospect, peak and pass, present, plug and promote. Those are the 5 skills to making millions in this business. Now, have I made millions yet? No, but I'm on the way, right? Because once you master those skills, the better you get at those 5 Ps, guys, you're going to be able to build a massive organization and a massive business, okay? So the key to that, though, is the first skill is what? If you're always listening, what's the first skill? Drop it in the chat.
Prospect.
That's not dropping it in the chat, right? But nah, you're right, Malik. You're right, okay? Prospect, okay? Prospect. And y'all gonna see me come tough for y'all this year because I'm not calling you out, but one thing we gotta do is follow instructions, right? Because a small deviation in an instruction could totally change your result. So we just gotta create that habit, right? Practice makes permanent. So we got, and guys, we are in a business where we get rich, we make money following instructions as far as go live with the educators, right? If we just do what they say, if we just follow instructions, we can make money on those calls, right? So if an educator says, hey, we're going in for a sell and you go in for a buy, because you didn't follow instructions, you're gonna lose some money. So we gotta make sure that that's very important too. But the first key, the first skill is prospect. You've gotta start prospecting. Now this is where I'll you guys can raise your hand or, I'll pick someone, right? I want someone to tell me, what is prospecting? What is it? What does prospecting mean? And raise your hand, guys, so that I can choose someone just so everyone's not unmuting at the same time. Okay? I'll just take one person. See, Mr. Millionaire always gets called on because he always raising his hand. Fam, you're too slow. You're too slow to the draw, right? Go ahead, Malik. You can unmute. Go ahead and unmute, sir. Sure. What's prospecting to you? What does that mean to you?
Basically, first on my hand. Basically, prospecting is finding basically qualified candidates that fits that fits your interest, or that fits our opportunity, our business. Like somebody who's interested in making some extra money, somebody interested in expanding their business, somebody that's basically interested in what you have. Good. That's what you call prospecting. Find the right candidate. Boom.
Right. Really good, Malik. Really good. That's what it is, guys. When we're prospecting, we're looking for potential people to get started with our business, right? And in 2021, y'all, let's try to lose a word or phrase in this new year. Let's don't say sign up no more. Sign up just gives people a negative connotation. So we're not trying to get anyone to sign up. Use the word enroll, okay? We're a part of an academy. So the word enrollment sounds a lot better than signing someone up. True or true, right? So let's kind of remove that. And that's a habit that we're gonna have to break. We're not trying to get anyone to sign up. We're trying to find prospects to enroll into this academy, to enroll into, the education that we give, all right? So, but very good. So prospecting, guys, I want you to think about it as sifting and sorting, right? We're sorting the population. We're sorting the people that we are in contact with to see who is a potential person who can want to enroll into what we're doing. They want to enroll in the academy, or they may want to become a business partner, as far as if you're an IBO on the call today, right? You're looking for someone to enroll into, the vision of IAM, the vision of the organization, okay? So prospects are people that potentially will be a part of your business. Now, what I need everyone to understand when it comes to prospecting, in our business, capital inventory are human beings, okay? People. In this business, people are our inventory. So it's not like we have a clothing business where clothes is the inventory, right? Or we're a restaurant where the food is the inventory. We're in a networking business. So people is our inventory. So we've got to get really good at prospecting people. Now, one thing I want everyone to do is get this mindset of you gotta break the, stop saying you're not a people's person. Stop saying you don't like to talk to people. I mean, I'm not saying you've got to change who you are, but I'm saying you got to change who you are if you want to get rich, because money comes from people. Money comes from trees, but it comes out of people's pockets. So in order for you to get it out of their pocket into yours, you got to talk. You got to learn how to communicate with people. You've got to prospect. The only way your business is going to grow is if you've got people enrolling into the business. All right. We can't skip that step, guys. Now, if you just want to trade, that's fine. But most of you guys on here who just want to trade at least still want a free tuition. So you still need 2 customers to be free. So you got to talk to some people. So what we're going to be talking about is prospecting, how to prospect on using social media. All right. Now, social media is a free platform. It's how we all know each other right here. You know, I almost call Zoom social media now, because this is where we hang out on Zoom. I spend more time on Zoom than I spend on any other platform. So Zoom is new social media. All right. But it's free tools that we all have access to on our cell phones 24/7 a day that we can use to reach the masses. Y'all realize when I first hopped on and I asked who was on the call, where you guys hopping on from? We got people on this call right now, right? From Bahamas, from Nigeria, from Brooklyn, from Chicago, from Virginia, from Texas, from Mississippi, from DC, from California. Y'all, and we on a Zoom kicking it together right now. Okay, so you got to understand that social media is a place where it's full of potential people to join your business. The reason that they're not joining your business or enrolling into the academy is because they don't know that you are in business. Or if they do, you're not piquing their interest in a way for them to even want to come and, check it out. All right. So we're going to talk about how you can use Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, okay, LinkedIn. What are some other social media y'all use? Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, all of these different social media platforms, Clubhouse, right? To be able to sort through the population, the millions of people that are on these platforms, so that some of them can come and say, hey, I want to do business with you. All right. So here's some things I want y'all to think about first before we even talk about prospecting or how to prospect. When you are basically, I like to use this analogy. On social media, it's like a super fast highway, a lot of cars, right? It's like so much going on. It's almost chaotic on social media. There's so much going on. There's so much things trying to get your attention. So if you're using social media to build your business and to try to market your business, you've got to find creative ways to be able to get people to stop. You have to get their attention. Write that down. In our world today, attention is currency. Attention, okay? Not intention, attention. Our goal is to get people's attention. We've got to grab them from scrolling through everything else and make them stop on your page, right? I'll tell you all a funny, like a true story. Y'all see, I cut my hair, right? I had long hair my entire life. When I cut my hair, my first photo that I cut my hair, you know how much attention it got? It was intentional, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, right? And I'm not an attention seeker, right? But I'm building a business. And I knew cutting my hair was something I always wanted to do, but I strategically did it. I cut it at an event, showed up to an event where a lot of the team was going to be, was able to post it on social media. People were like, oh my God, Sophie cut her hair. So I got their attention by the haircut, but then guess what? Everything after that was content for my business, So you've got to find ways to get people's attention. Now, I'm not saying go cut your hair off, guys, but as you're using social media, I want you to keep that in the back of your mind. It's like, listen, I got to get people's attention. I want you to really think about your social media right now. And let's be honest, if you scroll your Instagram or you scroll your Facebook, anything exciting going on, or is it pretty boring? Let's be real, y'all. If you know your social media right now probably ain't getting no one attention, drop some ones in the chat. Be honest with yourself, right? Because that's the kind of conversations you got to have with yourself. That's the kind of self-reflection or what do you call it? Like, you got to give yourself those kind of, what do you call it at work, man? Evaluation, right? You got to evaluate your social media and look at it and be like, based on what I'm posting, will anyone care? Okay. Will anyone care? I don't know if Rhonda was able to get on. I just saw she texted me. Monica, if you don't mind, you could text Rhonda for me and see if she was able to get on, please. She was asking if I gave the right password, but I did. It's just all lowercase planets. Okay, so I see a lot of people are being honest. They got some number ones, okay? They're like, my social media might not be getting too much attention. And that's why you're not getting any engagement, any traction on your social media, because you got to stop thinking about what you want to post. And you've got to post what's going to get the person on the other end of the screen's attention. Make sense? Okay, so how do you get their attention? I'm going to give you guys some things that you can start to post, okay, to prospect online. Doing these things consistently, keyword consistently, will get you people in your DM like, hey, what do you got going on? Okay, the first thing I want y'all to do is do not make every post about Forex. Okay, in your timeline or in your story, every post doesn't have to be about Forex. Make it about you. Now, Forex is going to be a big part of it, but not every single post. And even if you do post about foreign exchange or trading a lot, mix it up. Don't let it just be flyers all the time. You know, I look at some of y'all social media and you just posting every flyer for every call, which is great. You're promoting the call, but most people probably ain't even getting on those calls. You just got a flyer posted, but it don't work, okay? What I would recommend doing is if you are promoting a call, instead of just posting the flyer, maybe you can put something about the people who are presenting on that flyer, something that maybe you like about that person. You know, maybe you say something like, listen, you see a flyer with Pam, right? And you put something like, this girl from Brooklyn, New York is killing it, or blah, 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 blah. Listen, you want to hear her speak. When she opens her mouth, it's pure fire. You could put that in text with a picture of Pam or pointing to Pam. Like, you know, make it interesting, y'all. Don't just post a flyer. Because no one cares, because so many flyers are being posted. And if you post a lot of flyers, people start to get bored and they start to like just scroll past your stuff. All right. So what you want to do is you want to start posting the fact that you're using the products. So if you're on a go live session, guys, post a screenshot or have someone take a picture of you over your shoulder with you sitting here looking at the screen, and you know, it's showing that you're engaged with something. People are nosy. They want to know what those things are, what those lines on the screen mean, right? You want to post a harmonic scanner if you use it. Post, you know, an HFX chart if you use it. And then educate on it. Yes, it's being recorded. Okay? It's being recorded, right? So I want you to really think about that, guys. Like, you can't just post. Think about it. Forex, there's 300 and something people in IM. And then there's like 5 other Forex companies, right? That just popped out of nowhere. Plus people who are independent Forex traders. So Forex is everywhere. So it's become like almost like mundane when they see the word. It's not a key trigger word anymore. If anything, it has a negative connotation sometimes, right? Because of all the scammers on Instagram were like, hey, let me trade Forex for you. Send me $100 in Bitcoin. And then people send it and then they never get their money, right? So you've got to understand that you got to be creative. If it was that easy to just post a flyer and go Chairman 100, guys, everyone would be Chairman 100. A good person to model or emulate or look at their social media is Justin Owens, New Age CEO. His Instagram is popping. And it wasn't always that way. I know Justin 5 years ago when his Instagram did not look the way it looks now. He has quality content. And if you look at what he's posting, everything leads to some type of call of action for someone to DM him or text him about investing or leadership information. But the caption or the photo, like if you go to his Instagram right now, let me pull it up real quick, guys. If you're getting value from this so far, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat for me. Like if this is giving you some type of value so far. Okay, Instagram.com, New Age CEO. Okay, I'm a person who believes in doing what works. Success leaves clues. If something's working for someone, y'all, I'm not afraid to copy. The only place it's bad to copy is in school. In real life, copy people who are getting the results. Okay? Copy people who are getting the results. My internet is tripping. Okay, here it is. If you look at his post from yesterday, it's gonna make me sign in too. Sorry guys, my internet is slow. Be patient. Pam, and I know you got a call, but I'm so sorry. See, Jo is doing a Q&A on IG right now. So he's live, we live, right? But I want to show you guys this. See, he's live right here, right? And here's another thing. Here's a quick tip for Instagram. When you go live on Instagram, you know how at the top of your Instagram is always the little circles with people who have stories, right? See Pam up here, Pam popping. But here's the thing, guys. When you go live, you now become the first circle in people's timeline. So you see how Justin is live, even though I've got 7,000 people I'm following, because he's live right now, he's the first circle on my Instagram. I'm gonna click it. You wanna get people's attention. So the fact that he's live and he's the first bubble you see, the chances of you clicking on it is a lot higher than if I had to go scroll and look for somebody's actual username. Does that make sense? So y'all, these things have like, there's a method to the madness, okay? I don't want to pop on his live right now, but I do want to go to his page really quickly. Okay. My internet. Okay, so check it out. We come here. Look at this caption. Look at this post. He's in a Versace robe outside in the middle of January, right? If someone's in a cold climate, what they gonna do? They're gonna stop. Like, where's this guy here? Miami or something? The Versace robe alone is a pattern interrupt. It's like you're scrolling and you see this dude with this robe on. It's gonna make you want to click on it, right? When you click on it and look at his caption, it's funny. Justin is someone who always adds value, but look at the caption for this post. I don't really have a deep caption today, y'all. I just wanted y'all to peep the robe. You know, and he still got almost 1,000 likes on this. You know, but look, he still says, text invest to 80123 to get leadership and investing gems. He still gives a call to action, but he got your attention because he's wearing a designer robe outside in the middle of winter. It's a pattern interrupt. It's gonna get your attention. That's the reason he posted it. Not for no other reason that he know a Versace robe will get the masses of people's attention, right? Let's look at one more, right? Check this out. Even this picture here. If you're scrolling, you're gonna stop and look at this picture because he looks fly. It's like, look at this guy sharp, and then look at his caption now teaching you something. Some people don't like me. Banks don't like Bitcoin. Record stores didn't like MP3s. Blockbuster and cinemas didn't like Netflix. Hotels don't like Airbnb. Taxis don't like Uber. Innovation and growth isn't always liked, especially in the beginning. That's a good post, because think about it. We've been through that. People don't see what we're doing, and they don't really get it. But it's okay. Look at all of these major companies that evolved, and now they're killing they're the top of their industries. All right. But the goal is attention. Okay. Seek attention. You want your timeline to have not only, like, if you look at Justin and you don't know him, you won't even know it has really anything to do with Forex. And that's good. One of the things that make me feel good about my social media is when I post consistently all the time, but people still got to DM me and say, hey, like, what is it? Like, based on my timeline, not my story, but based on my timeline, people will be like, Sophie, what do you do? Like, I know you do something, but what is it? And to me, that's good, because I'm piquing their interest, but I'm not giving it away for them to prejudge that I do Forex. And they're like, nah, I don't want to do that. See, some of you guys have to remember, in social media, the whole goal is your social media is to be the trailer to the movie, not be the whole movie. It's just the trailer. So, you know, when you go to the theater and you're watching those trailers, right? Those previews, they give you just bits and pieces for you to want to go see the movie. But if they tell you in the trailer that the villain gets killed, you're not going to watch the movie. And that's what most of you guys are doing on social media. You're trying to present the information on your social media, like in every single post, that people are like, I don't want to do that. Is this making sense, guys? Is this making sense? Y'all know ones mean yes, two mean no. Okay? Awesome. All right. So here's some things I want you to think about when you're prospecting online. Show the products. Okay? Show that the products work. Show that they work for you. It's not about how much money you make, guys. It's how you make the money. I don't care if you only made $1.78. Post that, because you made that. Well, you can't post the amount for compliance. Okay? You cannot post profits, but you can still post your screen and just cover the profits. Okay? What you've got to understand is, see, in this environment we're in such a winning environment that we know people who are making $500 a day, $5,000 a day, you know, $100,000 in a month in trading, right? So when you get your little $2 profit, you feeling like that ain't enough to share. But you've got to understand, in this culture, we know what's possible, but people on the outside, they don't know that they can make 50 cents from their phone. So you got to embrace your wins. And documentation beats conversation. What does that mean? Document your journey. If you make $1, tell everyone on your social media you made money today from your phone. And it doesn't have to be a whole lot of money, guys. It's more than they're making. Remember, you're not competing or prospecting us who are already in the company. You're prospecting the people on the outside, the other 97% of the world who don't know that this exists. So celebrate yourself, celebrate your wins. Show, your when you're training, show when you're on a Zoom. I tell every training you guys are on with me, I always say, guys, while I'm on the training, screenshot this and post it. The fact that on a Sunday at 12, you're on a training with 40 other people. What in the world are y'all talking about on a Sunday? Money on Sunday too? What? It's just piquing their interest. Our goal is to get what? Attention. All right? So you got to show that you're getting results, but you got to be using the products to get those results. And then here's another thing, y'all. Work on your image. Work on your image. I want y'all to start thinking of yourself as an artist. Okay? Like JC said, I'm a businessman. Right? I'm not a businessman. Like, he's the business. You're the business. People are joining you. They're not joining I Am, really. They like the idea of what I Am can do, but it's you who are going to make that, who's casting the vision. They believe that you can take them to that goal. They believe that you can help them quit their job. They believe that you know some people or know some stuff that's going to help them get the things they desire. They're joining you. So work on your image. Guys, I want y'all to think about it. And these are small things, and I hope this is helping, but these are small things that make a big difference, right? We're now participating in the largest financial market in the world, foreign exchange and digital currencies, right? If we're talking about a $6 trillion per day market, you got to project a certain image. I ain't saying buy designer stuff. I'm if y'all see me, I always wear my own stuff. Fancy styles, right? The Gucci, the Fendi and stuff, those stuff are nice, but it ain't really my cup of tea because, it's designer doesn't make you. You make the designer, okay? So I just want y'all to understand that you got to work on your image. It doesn't mean you've got to wear expensive stuff. Now, I do know that that's kind of something that's in this industry. The trade house, the Bryce Thompsons, they designer to the T's, Lamborghinis, but we ain't there yet. And that's okay. I'm happy for them. I celebrate them. Because we all gonna get there too, where we could wear the iced out chains and be designer to the socks. But until then, just look good. Just be professional. Just look professional. Because how are you telling someone that you are making money or you're learning to make money in this large financial market in the world and you look like you ain't got 5 cents? Now, I'm not saying you gotta look rich, but you gotta at least polish yourself up. Make an effort. Okay? Make an effort. If you want people to take you seriously, if you want people to listen to what you got to say, you got to get their attention. And people are what kind of learners? They're visual. It's what they see. You got 5 seconds to make an impression when you meet someone. So at least let them say, gee, he looks nice. Gee, she's sharp. She smells good. Like, those things matter. It does. So I want y'all to start thinking, because we're starting to think like CEOs. We're thinking like moguls. We're thinking like millionaires. These are the things that they're thinking about. So it's important how you carry yourself, okay? How you present yourself, all right? And polishing up yourself and sharpening up yourself isn't just in what you're wearing. That means practice your presentation. That means practice, your posture, practice your tonality, practice what you're going to do on the webinar. You got to just take effort in what you're doing. Stop winging it. You're not going to get to 6 figures winging it. In order to get to 6 figures, it's intentional. Success is not accidental, it's intentional. The people who are successful, they planned it. And the people who didn't plan success typically don't keep it very long. And our goal here isn't to get rich, guys, it's to stay rich, right? That's the goal, right? If you're on this call right now and you just don't want to make money, you want to make money, have your money make money, and keep the money you're making. If that's you, drop some sevens. I got to make sure that's the right group of people. Okay, now we talking. All right. So I need y'all to think about that when you're prospecting online. Now, here's another thing. Okay. Here's what I want y'all to think about. I'm going to find it right here. So I wrote something down for you all. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. This is key. When you start crafting your content, your post, your different photos, your videos, your lives, whatever you're doing on your social media, guys, And people start to ask, like DM you and like, hey, what do you do? Or can I get more information? Are you even prepared to answer that? Do you even know what to say? So a lot of people are like, man, I want to use my social media to get leads. But if you start getting the leads, what do you do with them? Do you lose them or do you like nurture them and eventually close them? Right? So you want to make sure, here's something that's key. Now, this is something that was hard for me. And sometimes, you know, you got to meet people where they are. So this isn't like set in stone. This isn't like, if you don't do this, it's you fail. No. But the key is when you are, you know, someone reaches out to you based on you prospected them. So remember, guys, you prospect them by sorting through the population, right? By getting attention. That's piquing interest. So you're prospecting and piquing interest. Once you pique their interest, there's something called peak and pass. The second word is very important. Pass means once someone says, hey, what do you do? Or tell me more, do not start presenting. That's not in the same step. It's pass them to a presentation. Write that down. That's where people go wrong. And it's because you're so excited. And I understand, because we all gonna mess this up in the beginning. When someone hits you up, you finally get someone who cares, right? And they slide in your DM like, hey, what do you do? What's this all about? What's this Forex all about? And you start, man, it's the largest financial market in the world. You know, you can make money in minutes. And, you know, people I'm working with is making $100,000 in a day. And, you know, you can just copy and paste your way to, and they, by the time they're like, this just sounds like a scam. Never mind. They leave you on scene and you never get to the next part of you never move any further. It's because why? You piqued their interest, so you got to win there, but you didn't pass it. You know, like in basketball, you went for the shot yourself. You got to pass. Everyone, I want y'all to think, we got to be great at assists. So we're peaking, we're prospecting and peaking, but we got to pass the ball. Pass it to a video. We got Zooms going on all day long, right? Especially in this organization, right? We got Zooms at today, 4 and 7, right? I personally, I'm blitzing. So Monday through Friday, I'm doing 11 a.m., 2 p.m., 8 p.m. Then the other chairman, what we're doing together is we're still doing 7 and 11. So you literally got 11 a.m., 2 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m. with Justin Owens, and 11 p.m. We got 6 different presentations per day to pass them to. Okay, you got to pique their interest and pass it. This is where a lot of people mess it up because you start presenting the information. You start telling everybody everything you know, and we call that verbal bombing. Sorry to be so graphic, but I think the graphic word will make you remember it, right? Do not, guys, stop verbally vomiting on people. What does that mean? You're telling them too much. You're talking all of this smart lingo that you learned in the academy and you thinking you're impressing them, but you just really running them away. Pass them to the presentation. Pass them to the presentation. Repeat after me, guys. I will pass my prospects to a presentation. All right? Once you pass them, so how do you pass them to the presentation? The number one thing you want to try to do. Now, if it doesn't work and someone's like, I'm not giving you my number, right? Then you got to do what you got to do. But your goal is to get them on the phone. I always say you use online to get someone offline. What does that mean? Online is millions of people. That's the pool. That's where you go fishing. But once they bite, they take the bait, you got to get them out the water and put them in the boat. The boat is on the phone. Okay? You got to get them out of the water. You don't, when you go fishing, you don't just leave the rod there because you got the fish. You just let it stay in the water forever. Eventually it's going to go. You got to get them on the boat. You got to get it out the water. You got to get them offline. So you use online to get people offline. Try to get them on the phone. Once they DM you and they're like, listen, can you tell me more? Be like, I'd be more than happy to, give you some more information. What's your number? What's the best time to call you? Because I don't do business through my DM. Now, this is a good place for us to meet, but I need to call you because I can't type all of this. And that's the posture you got to have, right? Don't be rude. We're professional, but you got to have that in your mind. I want you guys to put that in your mind. Like, I don't want to type all of this. I got to tell them. So they might as well just call me or let me call them and we can have a 5-minute phone call or we can do DM for 3 weeks. True or true? So you want to make sure that you're not inviting them through DM if you can help it. Now, if it doesn't work out, go for it. Okay? If it doesn't work out, go for it. Like, go through the DM. But the goal, I want you to just know that the end goal is to get them on the phone. Okay? The end goal is to get them on the phone. And this is why. You can't think, anybody ever gotten in an argument maybe with your friend or your significant other because of a text? Someone, you text them, but they took it the wrong way. It was not even what you meant, but they read it how they was reading it based on the kind of day they was having. And you like, what are you even talking about? That's not what that said. Right? Did you not see the comma and the smiley face? Right? Think about it though. We do that all the time, right? A lot can get lost in text messages. So you don't want that to happen when you're doing business. This is potential money for you. This is a potential new customer. You don't want nothing lost in the sauce. Get them on the phone. Get them on the phone. They can hear your excitement. Because think about if I was doing this training through text, it would not be the same, right? You got to hear the tonality. You got to hear the excitement. You've got to see the posture, right? You got to be able to hear it. Guys, what I've been doing lately is I've been FaceTiming prospects. So sometimes people don't want to give their phone number because it's kind of invasive in this world today. So guess what? Instagram and Facebook have what? They got the call feature. So you ain't got to give me your number, but hey, is it okay if I give you a quick call right now so we can talk about it? Most time they're going to say, yeah. And then what I do, I video call them. And most time they pick up and they're cool because they're like, oh my God, they're not a scammer. Like, because I'm showing you my face and I'm talking to you. What's up, superstar? So glad you hit me up, man. Like, so what on my social media, like which post did you see that really made you, hit me up? They'll be like, oh, like that one where you were showing like the thing going up and down in like minutes and you made money. Oh, okay, that's called Money in Minutes. Cool. We actually have a call tonight at 8. That breaks it all down. Are you free tonight at 8? Yeah, I'm free. Okay, great. So here's what I'll do. I'll shoot you the information, download Zoom on your phone as soon as we hang up so that you can have the app. And then what I'll do is I'm going to shoot you the link and like 30 minutes before, I'll just remind you. Is that cool? Thank you so much, man. I'll be on the call. Guys, it took 1 minute and the chances of that person I spoke to getting on that presentation is way higher than someone who you DM the link to and they just never even hit you back after. Okay? This is making sense? This is making sense, guys?
Quick question. Can I ask a question?
Of course, go ahead.
Excuse my background, my children and my background. Okay, so say for example, nobody, messages you in your, inbox or whatever, but say you've got people that you want to, come in, on the Zoom call. How do you approach those type of people? Because okay. I wrote my list. I have a long list of people and okay. I don't want to vomit on nobody.
Okay, so these are people. So you're talking about people who you actually know. How do you invite people you know?
Uh-huh. I launched my this morning. I got finished at 6. I did my own Facebook page for the 4X.
Okay.
So I'm really excited, and now I have my list of people, and like I said, I don't want to mess up. So you were talking about the people, coming to your inbox, but what about people that that you want to bring it to, present it to?
Great question. Okay, great question. So here's what I do. So big ups to you for writing your list, because 90% of people that come in this business, they never write the list. So you are already a part of the elite, okay? So you wrote your list of 100 people. I separate the list into 2, okay? This is something I learned from one of the other leaders here, and it really was powerful for me, okay? You've got a hot lead and a cold lead, okay? Here's what it means. Hot leads, and this might help everyone, okay? Hot leads are people who's express interest in what you do, okay? If they're hot, if they've expressed interest to you. So what you're saying right now is that these people haven't really expressed interest because they don't know nothing yet. These are just people on your list. So right now,
I just put it online this morning. So okay. I'm like 3 weeks in.
You brand new, so this is gonna help you. So most of your people on your list are gonna be what we call a cold lead, even though they're in your warm market, meaning you know them. When it comes to leads, I want you guys to think from a different perspective, right? So think about this. Hot leads are people that express interest to you. Cold leads are people who hasn't. Okay, so for you right now, your list are cold leads because they haven't expressed any interest in trading yet. It's like your contact list. That's great. So what you want to do is you got to reach out to these people. Okay, you got to start making phone calls. So the phone is going to be your friend. Okay, that's something that's a motto for, I actually have it on my bathroom mirror. Pick up the phone. Okay, pick up the phone. We got to stop being afraid of the phone, y'all. We got to call people. So what you want to do?
How do you go about, you saying pick up the phone, but how do you, and I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I really want to, you know, understand it because I want to get my people.
No, I'm gonna tell you what to say right now. So
no, how do you get their number? Like, what exactly do you say if you don't have their number?
Okay, hold on. So maybe I'm okay. So these people who you wrote on the list are people who like engage with the thing that you said you posted, or that's how you.
A lot of them are my social media friends, and a lot of them I know, but I'm in Atlanta. They're in Kentucky. That's where I'm from. So
okay.
I want to reach back to them, but I don't have a lot of their numbers.
Oh, okay. So for you can still use like the Facebook call feature, right? It's just like a phone call. You just don't need their phone number. So what I would do is when you hit them up, there's something that we have, you know, called form. It's called how do you build rapport, right? Form. You want to talk to them about 4 areas, just to kind of break the ice and start the conversation to warm up to them, right? Or have them warm back up to you. Ask them, you know, how's your family? You know, how's your family? F is for family. O is occupation. What are you doing for work now? You know, what you got going on. R is recreation. Like, what do you do for fun? Or what you know, maybe what you did for the holidays. I don't know. You know, you're just building small talk. And M is motivation or money. What motivates them? Or what's their money situation like? You know, but without being invasive, okay? This is just a framework. And I'll give you an example in a few. But you want to kind of warm up to them because you can't just hit up someone you ain't talked to in 15 years and be like, hey, listen, you trying to do Forex? Or they'll be like, girl, what are you talking about? So you've got to.
Right.
So you got to build the rapport first. So you've got to say, hey, what's up? How you doing, man? Listen, I saw you. I found your profile here on Facebook. We haven't talked in a while. How's everything been? How's your family? Oh, how the kids? Man, the kids, your daughter got to be grown now. How old is she? You know, you just building rapport. Okay. You know, especially if it's people you used to know or you know, but like y'all ain't connected. But like, listen, you still working at the post office? Oh no, you left. Okay, what you doing now? That's what's up. How come you left the post office? Girl, they weren't paying me no money. Blah blah blah. Oh, for real? Listen, right? I'm in Atlanta now, and I'm doing some incredible things, man. I've connected with some amazing people who really teaching me, you know, how to really put my money to work for me. And it sounds like, you know, that might be something you're interested in. Let me ask, actually, just curious. What you doing tonight at 8? Oh no, I'm gonna be home. Listen, I got some of my I got some people I'm working with who doing big numbers, man. And you do it however you speak, you know. I got some people who making, you know, $1 million per year, you know, all from home, and they're really putting me on and showing me how to do it. And they're doing a call tonight, and they said I can bring one person. If you're available, you know, I'd love to invite you. You know, if you're free. They'd be like, yeah, I'm free. All right, but let me know. Okay, are you sure you can make it? Because I only got one invite, and I want to make sure you can hop on. Yeah, I'll be there. All right, cool. So here's what you do. Download Zoom. Okay, I'm going to shoot you the link right now. Hop on about 5 minutes before because, like, listen, these calls max out. Everyone wants to hear this guy. This guy, Vince, who I'm about to get you on the call with tonight, he's going to blow your mind. So make sure you're on like 5 minutes early. And I'll send you a reminder around 7:30 just to make sure you can still make it. Is that cool? Yeah, that's cool. And you just invited her. It's 50-50 chance she's gonna show up or not. But the goal is you got the job done. Some people.
So I got a question, Soph.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, as you know, I've been MIA for a reason because I've been doing a little sniping. I've been actually promoting on Clubhouse.
Right.
New social media app, Clubhouse, where you can actually get a voice. Now I've been getting a few bites, but it's like when they hit my DM, right? Now when they hit my DM, I go through the process. I go through the form.
Slow down, Malik. Slow down. Let's go slow. You got this.
Okay. I go through the form list, and then when they ask me what do, I get their number, but it's like they're not getting on the calls. So like I want to know if I'm doing something wrong, or what's going on. Like how do you counteract that? Like basically ask them how they get on the call in the proper way.
Okay. No.
Instead of just saying, yo, you got on the call?
No, you definitely don't want to do that, right? Well, here's what something you can do, and this still goes for, I think it was Sean Ray, right? So this will help you too. So for you, Malik, if you're getting the number and you're really good at doing that, y'all, Malik is a beast at prospecting. I don't know how he does it. I don't know. These people give him the number, right? But you're getting their phone number and you're getting to the invite portion, but they're not hopping on. That means one thing. You're not edifying the call well enough, because they don't, two things. Either you're not edifying the call well enough for them to want to get on, or you haven't personalized the invite to why they should care to get on the call. See, if someone's on the call, let's just say, I think we got one of our new teammates on here, Malik, right? Another Malik, right? He's fresh out of high school, young. Guess what? If I wanted to send him, listen, Malik, listen, bro, I got some millionaires I'm working with. They're like 23, 24, fresh out of college. Actually, some of them ain't even finished college, but they are making ridiculous money from their phone. Bro, I got an invite, like one spot tonight. If you can hop on, I can connect you so you can really see how you can start to make, money right out of high school. I mean, you'll be making more than your professors. Let me know if you want to hop on. See, what I did, right, is I made it specific to his situation. He's 18, he probably ain't even want to go to college, but he want to make money. So I'm connecting that the person on this call, he should care. Does that make sense? See, a lot of times we make our invite so generic, and that's us being lazy, I ain't gonna lie, right? Like, we just invite the same way to everyone, but every person's different. The thing that's gonna make someone want to get on a call, for someone who has, 2 kids working 2 jobs, that's gonna be different from a college student. So you can't invite them the same way. Okay, so keep that in mind, Malik. So make sure, and I know you're good at, when you're talking, you find out information and you be writing the notes, right? Building what we call a personnel file for each prospect. So because you got to know their pain points, you got to know what they're struggling with. They got to know why they should care. And once you get that, you got to make sure that in your edification of inviting them to the call, you're telling them that this call is going to solve their problem. Guys, write that down. The call, the presentation is going to solve their problem. But guess what? If you don't know what their problem is, you can't solve it. And that's where a lot of us fall off, is because we're not taking the time to have that conversation to find out why they need this. Someone I was on a call with the other day, I said, you got to treat this like you're a doctor. Okay? You are the doctor. When you go to the doctor, right? Think about it, y'all. When you go to a doctor's appointment, when you finally finish waiting and they let you in the little room, after the nurse takes your vital signs, when the doctor comes in, what does he spend 80% of the appointment doing? Asking you questions. Exactly, asking you what's going on, what's the symptoms. Like, they gotta find out what symptoms you're displaying before they could prescribe some medicine. What we do is we talk to someone, meet them, and start prescribing, but you ain't even know what their problem is. And that's why you're not getting them on the call, because you got to find out. This is networking. This is relationship marketing. You got to build a relationship. Okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead, Natasha.
Okay, after they come to the call and they're interested, most of the time, it's a financial block.
Okay.
How we get through to that part?
So like the money is the issue, right?
Most of the time, the money and fear.
Okay, so what I do, and this is, you'll all develop this over doing it over and over again, right? Is when it's the money and it's posture too, right? It's like how you posture yourself, like that this can help them. So listen, if the 235 is the problem, I get that. Use feel, felt, found. Okay, write that down. Feel, felt, found. I feel you. I felt the same way. But what I found out was, when I actually was in the same position as you and I invested, I didn't really have it. But I knew that if I didn't invest, I wouldn't have it next week or the week after. So what I found out is, when I made the investment, it was at least giving me a shot to put myself in a different place. Because, if you don't do nothing different happens. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So I totally feel you. But what I'm going to say is that you should really do what you got to do to make the investment in yourself. Because let me ask you a question. If I had a brand new Mercedes-Benz, right? And you could have it, you could have the car for $235, you'd probably find $235, right?
Correct.
So I mean, like, so a car is worth more than your future, man. You got to think about your kids, man. Make the sacrifice, make the investment. And that's how you want to talk to someone. And you ain't talking down on them, but you just keeping it real with them. Like, I know you may not have the 235 right now, but if it was something that was important enough to you, you would have found it. And sometimes when it depends on how the conversation go with people, I ask them, like, when do you think you would have the 235? They're like, well, I don't know, man. Like, maybe next month. And I'm like, all right, so let me ask you something. If I can tell you that, what I can show you now can make sure that you always have 235 after getting started. Would you make the investment? Yeah. Well, that's what you need to do. It's time to make the investment, because if you don't make the investment, how long you been having the same issue, man? It's time for change. You said you want to change. It's time for change. And this, I'm sure I could do it for you. Like, and that's how you want to talk to a person and that's why the phone call is so important, because you hear my tonality. I sound like I really care. Through a text, that could sound a little cold and who the hell she thinks she talking to. But because I'm on the phone, they can hear the tonality. Like, I'm not coming from a place of talking down. I'm coming to a place of genuine, like, I really want to help you. So sometimes you just got to posture yourself that way. And that's kind of tough in the beginning when you're still building your belief in this, right? That's why you got to start using the products right away so that you can know it works. Because when you know it works, that'll transfer to people you're talking to. But if you ain't really sure this works for real for yourself either, that's going to transfer to the people you're talking to as well. So just the phone call, guys. And here's something that I learned from Mr. Owens in my first week when I joined the business. And think about it, I was still new, and he was talking to one of my prospects. I mean, we were having a good call. She was excited. And then he didn't even let her get to the point of saying, like, the money was the issue. He asked in the thing, he said, man, sounds like you love it. Listen, let me ask you a quick question. How does the 235 fit into your budget? I was like, that's good. And she's like, it's in my budget. Or someone will be like, well, that's the thing, man. I ain't got it right now. Oh, so how soon do you think you can get it? Well, probably next week, you move things around. Okay. So, but you're asking for the money, but you're asking it in a way where you're like, do you have 235? Right? That's hard to ask someone like, hey, do you have $235 in your bank account? So you just ask them, listen, let me just ask you, how does okay, so it sounds like you love what you heard. Really sounds like you're ready to get started. How does the 235, the enrollment fee, how does it fit into your budget? They'll be like, it fits into my budget. And once they say it fits into my budget, all you say, guys, is, okay, great. I'm going to shoot you the website and let's go ahead and get you started. I'm so excited for you to see what we got. We can get you set up tonight. Once they say it's in their budget, you send the link, because now there's no more excuses. So you see, sometimes y'all got the sale, y'all talk yourself out of it. People are like, I'm ready to start. And then by the time you keep talking, they're like, well, I think I'm going to start in 2 weeks. Okay. So once someone's ready, sign them up. And give me a second. And if someone doesn't have the 235, they're like, I don't have the money, then you ask them, when do you think you would have it? And kind of get a timeline. And if it's like 3 months in the future, that's a great time for you to be real with them and be like, man, at 235, you only have $200 for 3 months. I mean, I know I feel you. I was the same way, but listen, you got to change what you're doing.
So I got one question.
No problem. You got to change what you're doing, for things to change. And you just got to have that sincerity when you're talking to them. And most people won't be offended, and a lot of times you're just taking away the excuse that they have. Okay. Malik first, then Sade. Go ahead, Malik.
All right. Like I said, I've been on Clubhouse a lot. I mean, I said the Clubhouse, you can actually get interactive with your prospects. That's a good tip right there for everybody that's new on the third. Hop on Clubhouse, so you can actually get a voice of you, and a picture of you as well. But yeah, so my thing is, now I come to people that have the money, because I prospect them, I pique their interest. Now me going to plug them in, I ask them the same question. So what you like best, and basically what package fits your budget? How to fit your yeah. I ask them what package fits your budget. Right? They say, okay, they want to start on the FX. And yesterday I had this one guy, he watched the video, he said he was a total 10. I said, all right, cool. Now what's your budget like? You hear me? Mm-hmm. He said he has it. Mm-hmm. I said, okay, cool, let's get you started. He said he don't have it right now. How would you go about that?
I said, bro, I thought you just said you had it, man. So when would you have it? When will you have it? You just control the conversation. When will you have it? Oh, I have it next week. All right, cool. So should I call you on Thursday? When you want me to call you so we get you started? Like, you guys just, never be on the defense, always be on offense. You always attacking it. Like, if these people need what we have, man, like, know that. So if he says, listen, I have it, but I don't have it right now. Okay, I thought you said you had it, man. So I was ready to get you, trading with us tonight. So when would you be ready? Okay, I'll have it in 2 weeks when I get paid. All right, cool. So what's a good day to call you? And guys, this is a part of filling out your calendar. Everyone ain't gonna be ready right away. And that's fine. Write this down. Hardly anyone joins instantly. They all sign up eventually. It's very rare that someone you talk to today will enroll today. It's rare. That's not what's going to happen most of the time. It happens sometimes. We love that. But that's not what's going to happen most of the time. Most of the time, you got to plant the seed and then it'll harvest in the future, not the same day. Now, those instant ones, we love them, right? Now, people who call you like, listen, I'm ready, and they sign up the same day. You like, you was not playing no games. But that's not going to be most people, okay? That's not going to be most people. So just find out when they will be ready. And that's when you get your calendar. You write that person's name and the time that you're supposed to call them on that day. So in your calendar, when you're handling business, Thursday the 28th, you say, oh, I was supposed to call DeMarcus to get him enrolled at 1. Let me holler at him. Now you're giving yourself something to do to continue to build your business. If he's ready, he's going to get started. If he's not, he's going to give you another date. And you just write that down. We're following up. We're following up. Okay. Sade, you next. Go ahead.
Lord of mercy, it is freezing out here. Okay, so my question is, I noticed from time to time, can you hear me first of all? Because it's mad windy.
I can hear you, you're fine.
All right, so from time to time, I see that there's like a discount for the sign-up fee and whatnot. So is that like the academy, or is that people, I guess probably like chairmen or whatever that, whenever they feel like doing a discount, they'll do a discount. And I guess some of the money just come out of their pocket or whatever.
It all depends. So right now, the Academy has HFX and DCX, digital currency and high frequency packages discounted for $199 if you use a specific link, okay?
Okay.
That's a company promotion. Now, here's the thing with that. Use it. I've been putting so much people in the system at the $199 because even though $235 and $199 is only $35, it makes people pull the trigger. It makes them say, okay, yeah, if I can get a discount, I'm in. Now, here's what to notice about that, using the promo though, guys. Y'all know when you get a new customer started on any package, except the Elite, it's 150 in volume that you get. Because you're getting someone started at this discounted price, instead of getting 150 in volume, you get 145 in volume. Okay, 145 in volume. Not a big deal, but just know that. And then here's another thing. When you use the promo, the $25 that you get, the $25 that you get for signing up a new customer, because they came in on a discount, the company doesn't pay that discount. So it's either sign them up full price and then you get your 25, or sign them up for less money and you don't get the bonus. So it's a give or take. And then sometimes, Sade, when you see like the Run the Play organization, or I know you're a part of my organization, sometimes I run promos. Those are specifically out of our pockets. So
yeah, that was my question. Okay.
But right now the company is doing the $199. So take advantage of it, guys. We don't know how long it's going to last. And every prospect I talk to, I tell them, listen, we got a promo right now for $199. I don't know how long it's going to last. So any day it can be over. So, I would get started today while you can take advantage, while I can save you some money. And I say that to people on the call too. I'm like, listen, I want to be able to save you some money. Because you got to talk to people from a place of, you're looking out for them. Everyone wants to buy, but no one wants to be sold. So you got to make sure in your conversation, you're making a person feel like you care. Like they're not just a statistic. They're not just a little customer you trying to get. You care. Okay. And you got to move with it.
So let's say, like, I don't know what time the what you call it is going to end. So let's say probably like 3 months from now, I meet somebody and they're really excited. They really want to join, but their money is kind of tight. Can I say, you know what? I'll like give you half off or whatever, or drop like $30 off?
Yeah, it's your business. You can do whatever you want to do. Like, I recommend that sometimes. Like, I do that all the time. Like, I'll say, hey, I got 35 on it. And there's like some people I've been talking to through the promo, and they were straight up like, listen, I want to do this, but I just won't have the money for like 60 days. And I can't knock them. I don't know their situation. So I'm like, listen, because you're so serious, and especially when people like give me a date, and on that date, they actually hit me up and say, hey, I still can't. Like, that shows me you respect my time. So I have people who, you know, miss the promo, and I'm like, listen, no matter when you start, I still got you. You'll still get it for 99. So I mean, 199. So I basically putting my money up even if it ends. And that's something that you want to do as a business owner. You want to incentivize customers. Okay. We'll take one more question, guys, because it's 1 o'clock. And I know Doc is probably getting ready soon for Sunday setups. I'm sure, go Mitzi. I'm dropping the link for the promo in the chat in a second. Okay, go ahead.
I have over 1,600 contacts in my phone, and whenever someone joins Telegram, it sends me a notification.
Right.
And texting them saying, I see you joined Telegram. Are you trading Forex or in the gifting program? And I haven't gotten a good response. So what would be a better way to address them?
And the people who you are hitting up, do you actually know them, or just it's anyone who Telegram tells you joins, even if you don't know who they are? Or do you know these
people? I'm an investor, so I have a lot of contacts in my phone that I don't personally know, but I've met them at some point.
Okay. What if you don't mind me asking, what has been the response you got?
Some people say, I don't know what you're talking about. And then some people say, stop. And then some people don't answer, they just ignore me.
I mean, I would say, Mitzi, I'm not gonna lie, like, that's good. Like, keep doing it. Someone's gonna say, go and see you positively. Like, if the ones who don't, it don't matter, but guess what? At least you took a chance. Because if you didn't say anything, you wouldn't know anything. But that question that you asked is great. I think one of my teammates, James on here, let me see. James was like kind of doing something similar too. James, are you there? You in a position to talk for a minute? Because I like that question. Hey, I see you just joined Telegram. Are you in the gifting or are you trading? They'd be like, oh, I'm actually trading. Oh, really? And then you know.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. James, weren't you doing something similar or using something with Telegram as well? Like when people join? Or you were actually in the gifting programs getting them to look at the information?
Yeah, so you know, people were adding me to all of these gifting programs. I just started going through the list of people in there and trying to pique interest.
True. So how would you start that conversation? Like kind of like how Mitzi kind of just asked them straight up, which program are you in? How were you kind of, you know, start initiating that conversation to open that dialogue?
One thing was, hey, how's it going? Like, are you open to additional ways of making money?
True. Because you know they already are because they're in the gifting program.
Exactly.
And guys, like for something like that, it's a 50-50 chance. Even if they don't, you don't know them, so you may not get them. But guess what? If you ask every person, you got a shot. You've got a shot. So Mitzi, I wouldn't say like do anything different. Because everyone's not going to say that. Someone's going to respond. Someone's going to respond and say they're trading or they're in the gifting program. And then if they're in the gifting program, you'd be like, how's that been working out for you? Oh, I'm still waiting to get in the water, right? They're still waiting for their payout. And you're like, okay, I mean, how long you think it'll be before, you know, how long is it supposed to take before you get your money? Oh, I should have my money in a week or two. All right, well, let me show you. What if I can already tell you're an investor. You know, that's how you want to word it. I can already see you're an investor and you recognize opportunity when you see it. What if I can show you, you know, something else that I'm doing, you know, that actually allows you to almost be in the gifting program every day, you know, or something like that, like where you spin them while they're with you, but you want to not knock what they're doing. What I would say is, guys, if they are in the loom or the gifting program, don't talk down on them. Don't talk smack. Don't be like, you ain't gonna never get paid. You be like, oh, how's that working out for you, man? Great. Listen, after you get your payout, I have something you may want to look at. You know, are you open? Now you got a potential because you already know they got the mindset of putting their money in. They're just putting it in the wrong thing.
Thank you.
No problem. Great question.
The thing I got the most positive responses from, either they didn't respond at all, I got positive feedback. And I would just say, hey, my name is James. If by chance you keep your income options open and you're open to other investment opportunities, educating and helping families build wealth, we should talk.
Boom.
And either they didn't respond or I got positive feedback. Nothing
I
negative.
like that too. I really like that.
Yeah, that's good, James. If you got that, if you don't mind, you can copy and paste it and drop it like in, because you probably on your, if you ain't on your phone, you can drop it in the chat here, or you can just drop it in one of our groups, and then I'll drop it in like the Run the Play to 50K, so everyone can get that little script. Okay.
Will do.
Appreciate you, sir.
No problem.
Okay. I see one more question here, and then we're gonna get out of here, guys, because I am hungry. What's the monthly fee for the DCS HFX combo? It's not a combo, okay? So it's DCX. Remember, we have 3 programs. We got HFX, FRX, or DCX, and they all cost the same thing. So they're all like usually $235 to start, but right now DCX and FRX are $199 to start, and the monthly is $175. Okay, good stuff. Some people.
I know if they do the elite package, don't you get like a couple of softwares for a low price?
The elite you get everything. The elite you get all the curriculums and all the software for $275 per month. $325 to start, $275 a month.
Except
so guys, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Except ECX.
Right, not ECX. All of our investing. ECX is a whole different beast. But all of the money curriculums, so FRX, DCX, HFX. Yes, thanks for clarifying that for me, Pam. All right, something else, I'll read this from Clifton, guys. To see some people switch Telegram for group chats, totally unrelated to gifting. Maybe just, hey, saw you on Telegram. What are you up to? How have you been? And consider sending your mobile phone, just an idea. I usually get a response. Okay, cool. Right, so like he said, some people are getting on Telegram and it's not any of those. So that's why you might be getting like, what are you talking about? I guess they're not doing either.
Hey, so quick question. So real quick.
What's up, Malik?
All right, now let's just say somebody on my opinion. Let's say somebody had a money, right? But they definitely, let's just say somebody that doesn't have the enrollment fee.
Right.
But they definitely want to trade. That like you think it's best to like just like help them set their trading account and then help them.
No, don't even let that be an idea in no one's head right there. No, don't do that. Don't go give people access to the product without getting access to the source. Because why would they ever need you? And we've had people do that before, these people telling them they don't have the money, and they're like, okay, let me put you in a little trading group. I'm gonna send you some signals to build up your money, and they still never sign up. That's not running the play. That's doing your own thing. We nowhere says help people trade before they join the academy. Now, ain't nothing wrong with doing like getting them on a session and letting them see how it works, but you don't want to, no. Because they got the money if they wanted to, or if they wanted to move things around. And if they can get access to the information without you plugging them into the academy, they'll never join. Because they'll be like, I can just do this. And I can just find signals groups. So
what about somebody wants you to just explain the service to them without watching the video or any presentation?
I mean, you can do it one-on-one. You can get on a Zoom and show them. I just ain't got the time, because if you can watch a video that I'm telling you, you don't follow instructions, you probably gonna be a pain when you join my business. I'm just being honest. But you can, Malik. You can. If you're willing to hop on a Zoom and share your screen and walk through your back office, go for it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's you being proactive in your business, But you also got to make sure that you are in control of your business. So don't let people tell you how to run your business. If your process is, when I pique someone's interest, they need to watch a video before I have a conversation. They can't watch the video. Why would I go spend 30 minutes with you and you couldn't watch an 8-minute video? Your time is your money, bro. Keep that in mind. Like, you just have to have that posture. Posture is everything. Confidence is everything. But we are in a customer business. So you want to make sure you're doing good customer service. Something I teach my team. I'm like, you got to have good customer service. So when we get customers in our business, right? When people join us in the business, they already say yes. They enroll. Guys, after someone enrolls, that's when the work begins. Make sure after your customer enrolls, you provide them now with what? Good customer service. Make sure they get set up to trade. Make sure they know how to navigate the academy. Make sure they know how to utilize what they just invested in. Because if they get good service, they're going to actually use the products. They're probably going to make some money and they're going to stay. A lot of times we get people in, we leave them, say, hey, go and then they don't get any good customer service, so they quit. Okay. Boom. Hi, Mary. This is James. Okay, so James dropped into guys. So before we end the call, if you see it, copy and paste that, add it to your notes so y'all can use that to your arsenal. Okay, that's even good for social media, y'all. Like if some of you guys are like talking, building relationships on social media, that's a good thing to say. You know, it's you can say that on social media in someone's DM or Instagram. Hey, I'm Sophia. If by any chance you keep your income options open and open other investment opportunities, we should talk. It's a 50-50 chance. Yes.
Sophie, before you go,
Sure.
One thing that really my nerves, people say, I don't have the time for that. That I try to contain myself from not responding to that.
That's the Caribbean in you.
Yeah.
So what do they not have time for? To do trading at all or to get on the Zoom? Oh, like where do they not have time? When are they telling you this?
I just feel like it's a negative block. It's just they're not even trying to process what you're saying or even trying to. I don't know.
A lot of times, right? Alfred says, Doc called them low-hanging fruit, right? They are the people who, and so let me tell you what made this process easy for me, or easier for me, was when I understood that some people just ain't gonna join my business. Like when I get certain responses from people, I'm like, thank you for letting me know not to waste another minute speaking to you. Like, no problem. Like, keep it moving. Because I don't want, you have to protect our energy. So I'm not going to spend time with, if you don't have time for it and you ain't even listening, then okay, no problem. Like, all right, let me go talk to someone who's going to have time. We going to work and get some results, and I'll follow back with you in 6 months.
Okay.
And have that mindset, like, because you know people, you might feel like your network is small, but I'll drop a memory jog or two in here, guys, to keep building your list. Because a lot of us think that we've exhausted everyone we know. Think about everyone you know and think of 5 people they know. So if you think about right now, I want everyone right now to think about your brother or sister, one of your siblings, just one of them. Now think of 5 people they know. You just got 5 more people. Then think of 5 people your mom knows. Then think of 5 people who go to your church. Like, and then when you think of those church people, like, who do they know? And you start to build your list and you're like, oh my God, I know so many people that I didn't even consider talking to. All right.
Is it better to stick with people that you know?
Say it again.
Is it better to stick with people you know?
What's going to happen when you're first starting? We tell you to talk to people you know first, because you know that's going to be the most comfortable conversation, right? With someone you know. But here's what's going to happen. I'm going to set the expectation for you, and this is nothing negative. But most people you know in the beginning are not going to join you. We just use them for practice. Like, because you're gonna share the information, but they know the you before this.
Exactly.
So they're not gonna, they're like you talking about investing. I know what the real deal is with you, girl. Like, you know, and they have to see that, they have to see that growth in you. But still share it with them, because you practicing on them, you know, and then the reason I shared that with you just now is because now, if they say something crazy back to you, you just like, Soph told me that was going to happen, but at least you got the practice in. Most people, y'all, the people that will support you, everyone on this call, if you understand this concept, you will make more money with people you don't even know right now
I believe
people
that.
you knew your entire life.
I believe that.
Hey, Soph, quick question, Soph, real quick. I'm done.
Yeah, because we got to go. What's the question?
Nah, I've been, like I said, once again, I've been on Clubhouse. It's my favorite app. You feel me? So it's like now I'm meeting people that's also in Forex and also I'm good. That's all that has been in the academy, and I'm also meeting people that are also solo traders. Now people that have been in the academy, they said that, okay, they've been there before, their team didn't work, like or they come to me and say they're on another team, but they want to switch teams. No. And the solo traders, they be like, yeah, it's a good platform, but it just wasn't for them. How will I keep their interest? Like basically open their mindset.
Malik, like a lot of your questions got the same answer. You're trying to force someone to do something they don't want to do. Like if they say they ain't for them, cool. It's for a lot of millions of other people. Don't try to convince and switch no one over. It's like if someone's favorite sports team is the Bulls, right? Are you gonna convince them that the Lakers is better? No, like go look for some Laker fans. Like, cause you're gonna waste a lot of time and probably still don't get the result. So just be like, all right, cool, bet. On to the next person who do want to look for an academy and a group of people to build this bit. Don't try to, we're not in the business of convincing or changing people's minds. Like if they've already got a mindset. Now, if someone's open and they haven't said no, or I'm not into that, then they're always a prospect. If someone straight up tell you, listen, ain't for me. All right, cool, great, man. I wish you all the best trading. And then guess what you do? Follow back with them 6 months. How's trading going? I still ain't making no money. Maybe you should look at the academy. Maybe it might be for you. But don't try to force nothing on no one. Like you're going to waste a lot of time doing that. And your energy and your time is the most valuable thing you have. Guarded with your life. If people ain't saying the right things, keep it moving. There's billions of people in the world. I don't believe in spending an hour on one person. I believe in spending an hour talking to 10. And if you kind of use that as your, gauge, guys, you'll kill this thing. You'll crush this. All right. But I gotta go. I appreciate y'all. I hope this was valuable. We got a 4 p.m. call. Presentation, me and Mello, and then 7 p.m. is Rhonda and Doc. Okay, so get your guests on the call. Let's kick the week off with a bang. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. This was long and y'all stayed with me, so that means you probably got some type of value. But if you did, take a screenshot. If you did, get something from this today. Show your girl some love. I'm on IG as I Am the Lioness. So tag me in your story, post something, tag me. Because all of that shows growth as well, and that's what we do. We do these things for free. All we do is say, show us some love on the ground because we are building on social media. All right. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. Eat good, healthy food today. Okay. Do some exercise this week, guys, and let's stay blessed. Let's stay up. All right. See y'all. Take care. And tag Pam too. She dropped her Instagram. Okay, Pam deal loud. Okay, she plays no games.